Hi everyone! So this is going to be the first video in stages of painting a still life. So as you can see behind me there, this is a still life that we've set up. Now when we've been doing it in class, sometimes people say, oh, there's too much light, I can't see the contrast, Tina. So what you can do is do something like this, in where you can block every other light out and you can just use one light onto it, yeah? And that'll help build the contrast up. Now you're going to say to me, Tina, I'm not in a studio like you, what are you going on about? So you can either do something like get a big cardboard box, upend it, you know, and put your objects in there. Anything that you can block out some light and then just have a little lamp onto it. You could do, when we've made ourselves a little room that you can put your objects into. Anything. Look at me getting my stretchers in. So what you can do is, if you get yourself a piece of paper, fold it, yeah, and then just cut up the middle, and then that could be a little room, and that'll block out some of the light as well. So anything that you can do, just let me do another stretch here, I'll put that over there. There we go. Anything that you can do that's going to block out the light, that's going to help you see the contrast a little bit more. The other thing we've done as well is we've painted the objects white, not just for this, we have them in the studio anyhow. And what that allows you to do, again, to see the contrast, but for me, it allows me to interpret it in the colours that I want to do it in, okay? So I'm going to do it in acrylics. Phil is not stood there now, but he will be. He's going to do it in oil, so you can see the different approaches that we do. But the first thing we need to do is set up our still life, whatever we want to do. And then we need to prepare a ground. So if you're painting in acrylics, then you can paint on cardboard or canvas. You just need to prime it. Same with oils, yeah, but not so much on paper with oils because it soaks through. But that's only because if you want it to last long. If you just want to practice with it, you can paint on anything, yeah. But what I'm going to do is paint on a board. Again, just let me do a little stretch. I'm going to paint on here. This is MDF board, and what I've done is I've primed it just with emulsion on both sides and let it dry, okay? And then, oh, another stretching. And then what I'm going to do is decide on the colours that I want to use. So I'm going to use my orange and blues. So what I'm going to do is, once that board's dried off, is I'm going to do what we call laying a ground. So you can do any colours, but I'm going to start off using my orange first of all. So I've just covered it. Don't even have to be one colour, it's up to you. I've just painted it on in orange first of all. So that's going to be my ground I'm going to paint on top. So I need to let that dry. While that's drying, what I'm going to do is look at the still life and think about the composition. One of the ways we can do it is to make ourselves a little window, or like here, I've got these card mounts, and so you can look at what kind of composition you want to do, yeah? What you want to do with it. You can just cut out a little window if you need to. And then when I'm waiting for my backgrounds to dry, and what I think is another good idea is to do a drawing. True Blue Peter style. So what I've done here is just give myself a drawing. Now this, I've done it using a little bit of this similar approach to the dynamic lines, but I've not used a rule, I've just done it by hand, yeah. So I've laid it out how I want it, and an idea of the palette that I want to use, and it's always good to have that little bit of preparation as well. So that's what you need to do first, is get yourself a still life set up, prepare a board or whatever surface you're going to paint and just prime it, yeah, first of all let it dry, decide on what colour palette you want to use and lay a ground onto it, do a little drawing of it, set it out, and then the next video will be how we start off painting. So like I said, I'm going to do it in acrylics, and then Phil, who's going to be here, is going to do it in oil, so you'll get to see those two approaches. Okay, so that should be enough to get us started. And if you've got any questions, you can email me, or when we Zoom, ask me then, or below the video, just ask me any questions you want. Okay? Brilliant, thank you.